Out a wonderful Christmas card each year, and we just put it up on the screen with your beautiful family. I'm fortunate enough to get the Christmas card to be on your list. This year you had a new member on your lap, your grandson Kieran, an African-American baby adopted by your son Ben. For some reason, MSNBC decided to make him a target for ridicule. I know it's distasteful, sir, but here's a clip of what went on.
One of these things is not. One of these things. Does he do the same?
It really sums up the diversity of the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Every RNC. They have with the convention. They find the one black person.
Governor, this must be hurtful, and I know you're a classy guy and you don't want to get into it, but I got to ask you honestly, from the heart, how did you, and quite frankly, how did Mrs. Romney feel when you heard that your little baby grandson Kieran was the target for political ridicule?
Well, first, let me just note, Chris, that we love this little guy a great deal. He was an answer to prayer, and we love that he's part of our family. He is part of our family. That being said, I recognize that people make mistakes, and the folks at MSNBC made a big mistake, and they've apologized for it, and that's all you can ask for. I'm going to move on from that. I'm sure they want to move on from it. Look, I've made plenty of mistakes myself, and they've apologized for this, and I think we can go on from there.
Well, let me just ask, and if I can press just a little bit on this, sir. You tend to speak from the head. I know Mrs. Romney tends to speak from the heart. I suspect she took this more personally. The idea that political discourse would include going after a little baby.
Well, I think people recognize, and the folks at MSNBC who've apologized recognize that people like me are fair targets. If you get in the political game, you can expect incoming. But children, that's that's beyond the line, and I think they understand that and feel that as well. I think it's a heartfelt apology, and I think for that reason we hold no ill will whatsoever.
Finally, I just want to play, because the anchor of the segment, as you mentioned, Melissa Harris Perry, yesterday on her show did apologize for her comments. Here's a bit of that.
I broke the ground rule that families are off limits, and for that I am sorry. Also, allow me to apologize to other families formed through transracial adoption, because I am deeply sorry that we suggested that interracial families are in any way funny or deserving of ridicule.
On the other hand, Kim Kardashian's daughter, and then you and Kanye West would be in-laws. Your reaction to her comments then and her apology yesterday, sir?
I think her apology was clearly heartfelt, and we accept that. And with regards to the rest of the comments, I hadn't heard those and don't really have any comment on those.
Governor Romney, we're going to leave it there. We want to thank you so much for joining us in the new year. It's always a pleasure to talk with you, sir.
Thanks, Chris. Good to be with you.